Hey everyone, and welcome to this SOLIDWORKS Sheet Metal video in which we will learn how to model the parts for this rack. As you can see it from here, this is the base plate for the rack and this is the stand for the rack. We will model these parts and we will assemble these parts in the next video. So let's begin with the modeling. So first I will open a new part file and I will select the units as millimeters. So I will select mmgs as units from here. Then I will select the top plane and click on sketch. So first we will model the base plate. Right click here on the sketch. In tabs, make sure that you have enabled the sheet metal tab from here. Okay, after that I will select the top plane and click on sketch. Then I will select the center rectangle and create a center rectangle at the origin point like this. Then I will define it. For that I will select smart dimensioning tool and specify the length of this line 900 and the length of this line 300 millimeter. Now the sketch is fully defined. I will go to sheet metal and I will select this base flange, and here I will define the thickness of this sheet. So as you can see it from here, I will define the thickness to millimeters. I will keep the K factor as 0.5 and the remaining things as it is, and then I will check this box. Now at this point let me specify the appearance for better visualization. So in appearance, here you can specify any appearance you like. For example, in plastics high gloss I will specify this green color. Okay, then I will select the edge flange from here, and in this window I will first select this edge, and for the first edge we need to specify the direction as well. So I will specify the upward direction. Then after that I need only to select all of these four edges one by one. Okay, then I need to specify the length of these from here, and then you can adjust the gap from here as well. So for example, if I increase the gap 1 millimeter, you can see the changes, and I will keep 1 millimeter and then check the box. Okay, now for the mounting purposes we need to create here some slots. So I will select this face and click on sketch. For reference purpose, or you can say for mirror purpose, I will create here a center line which should be vertical from the midpoint. After that I will select here slot and I will create a slot here. Let me zoom in. So here is our slot. Now select smart dimensioning tool and specify the length of this line, just 3 millimeter. Then the radius, this has to be 3.5. Then from this midpoint to this side edge I will specify the distance, and it is not fully defined, so we need to specify from open area. As you can see, this is from the open area. So from open area edge to the center point of the slot I will specify this distance as 12.5. although we can change it later, it's not finalized. Now let me select the linear pattern, and for the direction I will specify this edge in here, very first window. Then I will go to the very last window, entities to pattern. For that I will select this slot and I will increase the number to 2. I can change the direction from here, and then I will specify the distance from here. So initially this is 12.5, although we can change it later. It is not fully defined, so what I will do, I will select smart dimensioning tool and specify this distance as it is. This is 12.5. Okay, now it's fully defined. Now we need the same thing on the other side. For that we have already created the reference, this one, so it's gonna get mirrored like this. Simply check the box. Now since we need to cut it, so I will go to sheet metal and select extruded cut from here, and I will specify through all because we would require to create these slots on the other side as well. So let's select through all. As you can see, check the box, and these slots have been created on the other side as well, which exactly what we want. Now let's select this face and click on sketch. This is the longer side. I will create here a circle, I want to create two holes on this side, so let me specify the diameter 7 mm, this distance 25, and from open side edge this is going to be 12.5. okay, so let me go to sheet metal and select extruded cut, and same through all, simply check the box. okay, this cut has been created. Now we need to create this on the other side, so right click on the last extrude cut and select this edit sketch, and I will create here a reference line for mirror at the midpoint, just like this. Make sure that this is vertical, so assign a vertical relation to this. Then I will select the mirror entities. For the first window I will select the entities to mirror, which is this circle this time, and for mirror about this reference line, and this will be created over here. If I exit the sketch, the same hole will be created on the other side as well, and this is the through hole, so hole will be created on other sides. Then I will select the edge flange, and from the top inner side, the top inner edge, I will select this top inner edge, and I will define the inside direction, as you can see it from here, and you can define the length from here. If you want to change the radius, you can change it from here, but I will keep the default. And then I will select all of the remaining edges in the very first window, the second edge, third edge, and the fourth edge. Again, if you want to change the gap from here, I will keep 1 mm. Simply check the box after these modifications. okay, now this is ready. This is the base plate, so let me save this base plate. So what I will do, I will go to file, click on save as. I will create in my directory a folder named as sheet metal rack. I will go into that folder and name this as base plate, and then I will save it. Now let's move on to the stand. So for that, open a new part file. Make sure that you're working in the same unit, millimeters. Then I will select the front plane this time and click on sketch. I will create here a vertical line at the origin point, just like that, and also I would require to create a horizontal line as well. Make sure that this is horizontal, so select the line and assign a horizontal relation. Then this line should be vertical, so select the line and assign vertical relation. Then let's define it. The length of this line 50 mm, the length of this line 35 mm. Go to sheet metal, select base flange, and then you need to enable the direction 1, as you can see it from here, and here you need to specify the length of this one, the length of the stand, and then check the box. okay, now let me specify some appearance for better visualization. okay, now we have to unfold it, so I will select the unfold, and in the first window I will select this face, the longer face, and then I will select this button. Automatically it will compute the other one, and then check the box. So this is unfolded now, although we can fold it later. So select this face and click on sketch. We need to create here 2 slots and 1 hole, so let's create slot first. So select straight point center slot and create a slot here. Now let me define this. Make sure that this line is vertical, so select the line and assign a vertical relation. Then select smart dimensioning tool. From this edge to this point of the slot, here specify the distance 8.5. then specify the length of the slot, so this is 3. Specify the radius of this slot 3.5, and from the center point to this edge, let's specify the distance as well, so this is 12.5. now we would require another one, so I will select a linear pattern. In this direction window I will specify this edge, as you can see. Now go down and entities to pattern window, I will select this slot, and then I will define the number 2. The direction is correct, so I will simply define the distance 12.5, although we can change it later, and then check the box. This is not fully defined, so I will select these two midpoints and define the same distance as it is 12.5, which we have defined in the linear pattern. After that, select the circle and create a circle over here, then hold Control key and select these two midpoints of the slot and the circle and assign a vertical relation because these two should be in line. The diameter is 7 mm. From this edge to the center point of the circle, here define the distance 10 mm. After that, you can go to sheet metal and select extruded cut and simply specify through all or up to next, is up to you, and then check the box. So this has been created, although we can change these dimensions later, it's up to us. After that, I will select this face and click on normal to, and then since we want multiple of these, so I will go to features and select linear pattern, and for direction I will specify this edge because we want the pattern along this edge. And then here we have features and faces, in which I will specify the very last cut extrude, which are exactly the slots and the circle. And then I will specify the number and the distance. So let's specify how many number we would require, let's say 16, and let's specify the distance between them. So you can specify the distance as you can see it from here, then check the box. So the pattern has been created successfully. Now let me go to the sheet metal and let me select the fold. I will fold it back. I will simply select this button, it will automatically now how it was unfolded, and now it will fold it back. So this has been created as well. Now let me save this as stand, and that's all for this tutorial, guys. See you in the next assembly tutorial.